Good night, everyone doing tonight. God is good all the time. My name is Summer Jazz Smith. Divine. I'm here to give you some more news on today. I know I've been talking to y'all all day long. So we're gonna talk about this that seal. Mr. President Biden with his experience, he was in the White House also with Obama, so he pretty much know what he's doing. So President Joe Biden, he have been making a difference, since he been in seat. He care, excuse me, he care about the American, always trying to find ways to help. Nearly 11 million jobs, have been created, since President Biden took office, including 750,000 jobs. So the unemployment rate is at 50-year low. And recording numbers of small businesses have started since President Biden took office. President Biden, he came up with a balance, to cut with that sale, but they did not want to take that deal, that he brought to the table. So they want to cut Social Security, Medicaid, and veterans benefits. And that's something Mr. President Biden is trying to save. Because like I said, he always look out for the Americans. Always look out for the Americans. Because if you take the Social Security and Medicaid and the veterans benefits away from them, then what? They work so hard, for their Social Security. That's for their retirement when they retire. That's their only income. Because see, most jobs don't have retirement plan. All they have some moment is their Social Security to wait on. And then our veterans, their benefits should not be cut. Because they're fighting, fighting for our country. So if you cut Social Security, what they work so hard for to receive, and when they retire, they won't have anything, no income at all. And the same thing with Medicaid. You cut veteran benefits, who fight so hard to protect our country. So this cut will harm American families, citizens, and veterans. He found ways, to help all Americans who are diabetic. Insulin was very expensive, but President Biden found a bill price of $35 a month. So affordable, for them to pay, because that was very expensive. So he got a bill to get that down to $35 a month, and I think that's amazing, to help them out like that. So I request that Social Security, Medicaid, veteran benefits to remain. And with the experience Mr. President Biden have, take its offer, he bring it to the table. So let's raise the debt ceiling. So we just talk about Mr. President, the experience that he do have. Because I know a lot of people saying what the weight is, why he don't do this, do that. He have the experience, and he came up with a bill, to cut certain things, but they don't want that. They want the Social Security, Medicaid, and the veteran benefits to be cut. They don't want what he already came up with. So he came up with a bill. He came up with a balance to be cut, but they don't want to use that. So I request Social Security, Medicare, and veterans benefits to remain. Because that's the main thing they wants to cut, and that's the main thing, he are trying to save for his American. So with the experience that he have, I request that y'all take the offer that he bring to the table, and let's raise the debt ceiling. So that's all the news I have for you today. I'm not gonna see y'all again tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow. So have a blessed day.